So we're going to take a look at our transparent encryption status and rotating keys using the Cilium-DGP command, or debug for its longer name. That lives inside of the Cilium agent itself, and the Cilium agent runs on every node. So typically we use this CLI command for more troubleshooting, advanced use cases. In my environment, we're just going to check that I've got Cilium up and running. So we can see that I'm using the latest open source version of 1.15.4. And we're actually running this inside of the Isovalent Instruct labs that we have. And you can take this lab yourself by going to isovalent.com/labs and look for the one based on transparent encryption with IPSec and WireGuard. Okay, so first and foremost, we want to validate that IPSec is indeed configured. So we can see that it has been set as enabled true, and that we've got the key watcher set up and the location for our key files and how long it's rotated for as well. So we're going to clear that. So let's also double check that it is indeed working as expected. So we're going to connect to my Cilium agent pod running on my node. This isn't best practice to do, but we're just going to use it for today just to prove that encryption is working, because again, it's transparent inside of our cluster. So because it's transparent, it's a little bit hard to see going on, but I'm going to install TCP dump inside of my environment so that I can capture some of those packets that are encrypted. So there we go. We can see those encrypted packets here. And again, our lab will take you through this in a little bit more detail as well. So I'm just going to exit out of this. We'll clear that down as well in the terminal. So first and foremost, what I want to do is I want to get the key number that's used, and that's going to be quite important in a moment. So first and foremost, we can see that we've got a key number here of 5, and then this is the ID associated with that. I'm going to connect back into one of my Cilium agents, and we're also going to pretend at the moment that we've had a node that's been compromised for some reason. So we're unsure about the status of the IPsec key inside of the environment, and we need to act on this now. So again, I'm going to check the status of encryption so we can see that IPsec is working. It's got a single key in use. There is no errors at the moment inside the environment, which is good. However, I need a way to handle this node being compromised. So we can use the Cilium-DGP encrypt argument, and we can actually flush the current IPsec state so it no longer uses that key. There's also a couple of extra commands that you can add on top of this as well. So we can force that and not wait for confirmation. We can specify the output that we want. We can specify states and policies only with a particular SPI. And we can also remove stale states and policies as well from our ID map content. So I'm just going to clear that down, and we're just going to flush everything from this node. And we're going to say yes to this. And then again, if we check the status on this node now, we're going to see that there are no keys in use, which actually means as well that we've interrupted the traffic inside of this platform to this node because the IPsec tunnel is not up and working. So let's now fix that. So I'm going to exit out of that node, and actually I'm just going to generate a whole new key for everything inside of my environment. So we can now see that we've generated a new key and that we've patched the IPsec keys at platform level inside of the secret. And if I read that key, we'll also see now that we've got a new key ID as well. So we know it's different to the previous one. And then finally, I'm going to go back into my Cilium agent pod. Let's get rid of some of that output to make it easier. We just want to check the status of this. And now we can see that the keys in use have gone back up into 1. However, there were a number of errors generated. And the reason for that is because obviously I forced the flushing of those states and policies from my node as part of that compromise resolution as well. So just showing you one of the advanced use cases of using the Cilium-DGP command inside the environment. Thank you very much. To learn more about both the Cilium CLI and the Cilium Agent CLI, why not download our Cilium cheat sheet from Isovalent.com. As you can see, it's very in-depth. It's been put together by one of our own in-house designers at Isovalent and looks absolutely gorgeous. And you can see we've got things like how to upgrade Cilium, how to configure Cilium config maps. If we go more over to the right-hand side, then we start to use those commands inside the Cilium agent itself. So things like the Cilium DGP policy, so we can view those and see how they've been applied inside of our environment from a debugging point of view. We can look at FQDN caches for if we're using the layer 7 proxies, for example. Lots of really great information in there and hopefully make your life a lot easier when using the Cilium platform as well. So head on over to isovalent.com or find the short link below. Thank you very much.